Thanks for joining us, Evan. First question for Michelle.
There we go. Hey, Evan. The defense was on the field for a lot of plays and guys went down. Did you guys run out of gas at all just having to be on the field so many plays in the second half?
I don't think we ran out of gas. We just got to do a better job of having mental toughness when when you're fatigued and stuff. So that's what it all comes down to. And our focus, we can't let it, lack whenever we're tired or whatever. So we just got to keep going.
Adam.
Hey, Evan, I just wanted to ask because one thing that I kind of noticed throughout the game was Ashari didn't really play too much with you guys out there. It was more DeAndre taking the snaps with you. Is there any kind of specific reason in your mind that Ashari wasn't on the field as much and maybe towards the end of that final drive?
We production based. So what the coaches do is producing and playing. So it's really above my clearance. But I feel like all of our guys whoever's in there is capable of doing the job. So it really shouldn't matter who's in. We got to execute, play whatever we got to.
Joey.
So the defense came out in the second half swinging. What was the message at halftime for the defense to start playing so well in the second half?
That we haven't done them yet. We don't care what the score was, if we're leading this 0-0. We got to play with a chip on our shoulder, like we got something to prove every play. At the end of the game, we can't lose focus like that or lose our edge like that. We got to keep our foot in the neck.
Cool.
Hey, Evan, when Jack went down with some cramps, it seemed like you guys leaned more to a zone scheme. Did his absence impact the way the secondary operated in the second half?
No, I don't think so. I mean, it's great to have Jack on the field, and we always love when he's on there. But like I said, we should be able to execute with whoever's on the field. All of our guys are capable. So, no, I didn't feel like we changed anything. We just those last two guys that can't happen.
Oh.
Evan, I know like the entire preseason, you guys were saying how excited you were about to run a new scheme, the 4-3-4. Even though you come on the losing end, I mean, how much do you think the scheme really helped you, especially earlier in the game?
Oh, I think our scheme is great. I think our game plan is great. And like I said, it comes down to executing and making the plays at the end of the game. And, they make more. You got to make more plays.
Jeff.
Can you just go through what it felt like for you just to have this early start and kind of just the general atmosphere there with no fans?
The atmosphere with no fans. I think, as a team, we got to create our own energy, because we're just having the crowd getting all excited. But I think we had energy. And, as a team, we're going to stick together. We're going to bounce back. So we got to keep our energy up, come back harder.
Michael.
Yeah, Evan, I mean, obviously the defensive line, I know last year was a question about pressure, but it really looked like Jermaine Lole and Tyler Johnson were getting some pressure. What were you seeing from them? Because they look pretty dominant up there today.
Yeah, I think those are two great players. And he's been a force since he got to the school. And, everybody knows how good Tyler Johnson is. So, I was just telling them to rush like they crazy. Give the offensive coordinator on the other side a headache. So, I think those guys are rushing hard. If we play hard, that's the key to everything. It's playing as hard as we can.
Two more questions. Chris.
Evan, USC really didn't get anything on you guys for most of the game. Vertically, you guys were closing to them really effectively on anything underneath. Did you just feel like that you had the game really kind of where you wanted it for the most part until what happened in the end?
Yeah, like our coach said, we came in the game and we've been preparing. So, we've been putting in work, so that's where our confidence comes from. We had a game plan. We went out there and executed it for the most part of the game. But like I said, we got to finish. That's what it's all about, is finishing all the way to that clutch.
Last question, Greg.
Evan, good to see you. Sorry about the loss, man. What makes London and St. Brown so hard to cover?
I mean, I didn't have no problems with him. But those are two, they're very good receivers. London, he's big. And his body, he uses his body to his advantage. He's a big guy. And I'm a ride. We kind of did a good job of kind of trying to ball up. We didn't let him get really any run after catch. But yeah, we seen last year he went after catch. I remember probably 95 yarders. So those are two good receivers.
All right, thank you, Evan. Jayden Daniels is joining us. Thank you for the time, Jayden. Same process, raise hand function. Michelle, you're up first.
Hey, Jayden, tell me about the thought process. Obviously, you led a lot of game-winning drives at the end of last year, but no Frank Darby, and you had a lot of very young receivers out there. So what was your mindset?
I mean, them being young is not an excuse. We just got to execute at the end of the day.
Kevin.
After Darby went down, it looked like you continued to go to the young guys. What's the next step, Jayden, to set up that timing that could have helped a little on the last drive?
I mean, it's the next man up mentality. Without Frank, we really have no experience as a receiver group of people that actually play. I mean, it's the next up mentality. You can't rely on Frank. You got to spread the ball around and help build them offense, help make plays.
Jordan.
Hey, Jayden. So this was your first game with Zak Hill's new offense. What were some of the takeaways you took? You used your legs a lot, but what were some takeaways you think you need to improve upon moving forward?
I mean, USC did a very good job defensively, taking away the pass while we went to the run so much. But really, other than that, it's just at the end of the day, we just got to execute. There's times when we could have executed a play that we had on the third down. It's just going back to watching film, go back to the drawing board, moving on to next week.
Craig.
Jayden, what was it like playing at the Coliseum without fans?
I mean, playing without fans is kind of weird, but I was excited and glad to play football again.
Greg.
Jayden, you pulled it out before. What was going on in the very last drive? What prevented you from being able to get it done this time?
I mean, at the end of the day, like I said, I got to complete passes, receiver, you got to get open. You just got to make plays at the end of the day. That's probably the only difference, making plays.
Kent.
Yeah, Jayden, Herm said he saw some nerves from the young receivers early. Did you sense that too? And how do you help a young guy kind of work through that?
Most definitely. I mean, going into it, it's your first game. It's actually a big game. They weren't blessed enough to go in, play like a NAU, UNLV. You get those little warm-up games, so it's a big game. I sensed the nerves. It's their first game, so I expected it. But at the end of the day, just playing football, we can't be nervous on the field.
Couple more for Jayden. Kirsten.
Hey, Jayden, I know you guys would have liked to be more effective in the passing game. Can you talk about the success you had in the run game and just what White and Trainum brought out to there today?
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like a thunder and lightning. They did a great job running the ball off the line. They did a great job of getting pushed. USC game plan for something else, so we had to adjust and take what they give us.
Two more questions. Ho.
And I know so much has been said about the Zak Hill offense being so creative, so complex, but here you are really having much more success on the ground than in the air. Do you think USC really took you out of your game plan early on, especially with Darby's injury?
I mean, at the end of the day, they had a game plan. We had a game plan. We don't want to turn over the ball. We don't want to force anything, so we're just going to take what the defense gives us. We had a great day on the ground running. It just didn't translate to a win.
Last question, Jeff.
Jayden, as one of the team leaders now, what's your message kind of going forward with not only the young receivers, but just the team in general coming off a really tough loss like this?
We just got to win out.
Thank you, Jayden.
Oh, wow.
Offensive coordinator Zak Hill joining us. Thank you for the time, Coach. We'll open it up to questions. First up, Alex.
Hey, Coach, just kind of generally, what do you think happened towards the end of that game, and what sort of things do you think you guys needed to improve upon to really finish the job?
Yeah, just trying to get into a groove. It was a kind of a choppy game, and at the end, just, being able to finish, really. We didn't finish the way we wanted to with the run game, and weren't clicking with some of the throws. We were in a good spot. We just lost momentum, and then, shoot, it was a tough one.
Michael.
Coach, the offensive line, it seemed like they were playing well together. Quick chemistry, obviously, for the first game. Opened up big run holes, but were you overall happy with the performance of the offensive line?
I thought they did a good job. First game, and obviously playing against really good competition. I'll have to look at it. There's gonna be a lot of things that we look at and go, man, wish we would have done this differently. Wish we would have done that differently. And some things that happen, and just some communication things that we need to clean up. But I thought overall they played physical. I thought the guys had a great attitude on the sidelines. Just didn't finish.
Joey.
So, Coach, the run game was highly effective. The pass game, not as much. From a coaching standpoint, what are you going to do to try and improve that going forward?
The run game was there, and really early in the game, we threw a few things on the edge, and didn't run the football, where we could have handed some things off that was there. We knew that at halftime. We were kind of talking about being able to run the football effectively, and that really was the game plan moving forward. Felt like we had an edge there with them, and and that was a few of the passing games. We got ourselves into some long situations, and when you're in third and long a lot, it makes it a whole lot tougher to throw the ball.
Kent.
Yeah, obviously you're going to be playing with young receivers all season other than Frank. How do you, if you can, speed the learning process up, and what do you think they will get out of today?
It's good experience for them, to be in this game and be in with USC, and but it's all about experience. Those guys feeling comfortable in games, feeling the operation in a true game setting. It's one thing to do it in practice or in a scrimmage, and it's another thing when everybody's watching. And I think it was big at times, but I thought those guys, as far as their demeanor and how they handled themselves, on the sidelines, and I thought they stuck with it. And there's some young guys that we're excited about it. And they're just going to continue to get better.
Great.
Hey, Zach, a follow-up kind of to that question. How much did not having Frank on the field affect your play calling and overall the game plan today?
A little bit. There was some things that we wanted to get to, and knowing that he was out, changed a few things. But you got to adjust, as a coordinator and as an offense. And we had faith in the backups and the guys that had gotten some reps through fall camp and all that stuff too. So you just got to be ready. Everybody's got to be ready. And when they get their opportunity to go play and jump in, you got to take advantage of it. But yeah, some of it was based around Frank. Obviously, we wanted to get him the ball a little bit more, and didn't have that opportunity.
Carson.
Coach, the offensive play of the day, at least through the air, was obviously the long touchdown to Rashad. And it seemed like a bunch of the pre-snap motion on that one sort of threw off the USC defense. What did you see on that play that made it so successful?
Yeah, that play was good for us. We ran it a couple times. I think we gained some good yardage on it. Obviously, Rashad is a heck of an athlete, and just getting him in space and on the perimeter, our guys did a good job blocking on it, and he made some guys miss and took it all the way. It's fun to see, a guy like that, a guy we pick up, in the off season, and comes to play. He's got a great demeanor. He's a very confident kid. He's got very good talent, good speed.
Jesse.
Hey, Coach, just wanted to get your thoughts on just the running back room as a whole today. Just, how they how they did in their first college game.
Yeah, I was really proud of the backs. I thought they ran hard. I thought they ran physical. We'll have to watch the film, as far as what we're seeing and all that stuff. There's a lot to learn from. But as far as them handling a game like this, I thought they did a great job. Again, we'll have to look at how many touches everybody got and what it all looked like at the end. But I feel really good about our running back crew.
Few more questions. Oh.
Zach, do you feel that USC just stacked the box more and in the fourth quarter, especially to really stop all the ground attack gains you had the first 3 quarters?
For sure, yeah, they did, and they knew that was our plan to run it, and we were still effective in the run game, even with them coming down a lot of times. So, we wanted to stick with it. With a 2-score lead, we were just trying to eat up as much clock as we could and put ourselves in the best position to win, the game. And then, we were in some situations too where we took a shot on a first down and took a sack, and now we're in long situations. So, we're going to look back at this game and go, man, there's a lot of things that were left out on the field, a lot of things I wish I would have gotten to, and tough one.
Chris Cartman.
Zach, it seemed like you lost Henry Haddis there towards the end of the first half, and you had to play Ladarius at guard. Had he practiced much at guard? And then also, is there like a common denominator about some of the pass protection issues that you guys had in the game?
I'll have to watch as far as the pass pro issues and stuff. Jayden did a really good job running around and making some plays with his feet. And then, with Henry going out, we knew LD was going to be the first one in, whether it was attack or guard. And again, I haven't seen the film yet, so I don't know how LD did. But, LD did get some reps, both at tackle and guard through the week. And now we'll see how it all appears after we get the injury report and all that stuff.
Last question, Jeff.
Can you go over the last drive a little bit? And you started out well with those passes to Porter, and then they had the long kind of review. How much do you think that review might have had an impact on kind of taking away some of that momentum you had there?
We were definitely talking about that after the game. Felt like we had, we got that first completion, we got things rolling, and then all of a sudden they're reviewing a play that was happening two plays earlier, which I don't know. I'm not official, but I don't know how that happens. But we got the next play off, and then all of a sudden we're reviewing the play before that one. So it is what it is. Yeah, it took us out of some momentum, and then we tried to recover from there and just couldn't. We missed a few, and game over.
All right, thank you, Coach.
All right, thanks, guys.